But that's a joke, boy. You missed it.
One wrinkled face or a single toothless grin.
Oh my God, dude, that's amazing.
Yes, I had to create, dude. I every time I see him fall, I'm like, what the hell? And I just that theme song popped in my head. I'm like, I remember Dick Van Dyke coming in on the intro, just tripping over everything in the living room. Oh my God,
so good, dude. That's so weird. I went on a weird. I can't believe you played that music, Dick Van Dyke music rabbit hole last night. I don't know why he popped into my head. Because what's he, 98 now? 97? Like he's an old man, but he still looks good. He was just doing something recently. And I'm listening to music from Mary Poppins, and I'm like, he was such an entertainer.
he was an entertainer when that was still a thing, you know what I mean? Like people could sing, dance, act, all that stuff, and now it's just like, hey, I was an Instagram star, now I can be on TV.
Ugh.
But everybody, the name is changed to the Brew Crew thanks to Joey T. Called us that one day, and I was like, that just seems better to roll off the tongue than Morning Brew. It's still the Morning Brew, but we're calling it the Brew Crew now, so it is what it is. So Thank you for joining us this morning. Of course, Joey T over here in the house.
Where's Grandpa?
I love the little thing on there. Unfortunately.
Go ahead. Gotta give the nod to Paulie.
Oh yeah, you have to, dude. So Paulie's sick.
Sunday mornings.
Paulie is sick this morning. Hopefully he gets better, get some hot tea or something.
And Paul, if you're tuning in, I apologize for not getting back to you on the text. I swear I'm just a moron and I forgot. I've been sucking up the overtime as much as I can, and I'm sure you know how it is. You're doing working overtime, doing stuff around the house, this, that, and the other thing. I was talking to somebody in the wintertime saying, I'm going to work every stitch of overtime now. So hopefully once it gets warmer out, I could just do my 40 hours a week and not have to worry about it. Well, now that it's warm out here in Pennsylvania, I'm like, oh crap, I got a week coming up in June where I'm going away. I got a week in July I'm going away. I got my kid is going to college in the fall. I'm like, oh, I got to get money together for her and this and that. It never ends. It never ends, bro.
I know, man. I feel you.
It's brutal.
So a lot of stuff's been going on. Number one, I mean, two things happened on Twitter this week, and one of them was AOC. You know who that is? The representative out there. AOC,
Alexandria, something Cortez.
Yeah. But she was upset because there was a parody account like making fun of her, but like people kind of confused because she's stupid and like she posts stuff along those lines, but the parody account was just, and people were, she was upset, and of course her followers are upset. Well, anyway, she ended up quitting Twitter. Like she left.
Did she really?
Do nothing about it. Yeah.
Oh my God, that's amazing. Well, she's a strange person.
She is. I remember seeing her at that gala, and she had this dress on, Tax the Rich, and it's like, you're rich, right?
Yeah, dude, she's such a fraud. I never really like looked into her that much, but one of the podcasts I like to listen to says that like she's a total actress.
No doubt.
Supposedly there's a YouTube video or just a video floating around somewhere where she auditioned to get her position in DC. It was a total like an open casting. I'm like, I listened to the show and then I'm like, I got to look that up, and then I never look it up. But she was just a bartender with no home and no money. All of a sudden, her name is everywhere. Like, I don't buy any of her crap.
Well, look at like Zelensky and everything. Like he's an actor. He started off in acting and stuff. That they get their little puppets in place. They're actors, actresses trying to make it big. They make a big name for themselves. They earn money. They go on talk shows. They make book deals and everything. And here we are.
Yeah, but can we really talk as a country? We had reality star Donald Trump, action hero Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Well, yeah, he was the governor. Yeah, he was the governor.
D movie actor Ronald Reagan.
Hey, let's not forget I'm just asking questions. Freaking Jesse Ventura.
I loved that's the one I like though.
I did too. Like, did you ever see that? I mean, you watched that show probably, right? His conspiracy show.
Oh yeah, dude, that was so good.
Yeah,
it was Jesse Ventura. So like I was always a skeptic because I remember I grew up and I would hear like family talk about things. Now nobody's as crazy as I am. Like no one's going down the rabbit hole like with insanity the way that I have. But I remember like family talking about JFK and Elvis and Jim Morrison and like, oh my God, are these people really dead and whatnot? But it was thanks to Jesse Ventura and Sam Tripoli that I'm like, you know what? I could run my mouth as best as good as the next guy. I don't care. Like whatever. I'm just throwing stuff out there. Whatever sticks. But yeah, dude, Ventura's great. My God, whenever it was, I forget what year it was. It was 98, maybe 90, 98, 99, whatever. He was running for governor of Minnesota.
Yeah.
I was in Atlantic City with Jacket Audio's T-Mac, and I was getting my butt kicked at the poker table. And I'm like, you know what? I'm leaving. I'm taking a break. Up and down, up and down, up and down. I'm like, I can't do it anymore. Like it was stressing me out. I'm like, I'm taking a break. I went back to the room and I'm just flipping through the TV channels. And there's Ventura doing his debates before the election. I'm like, holy crap. Jesse the Body's running for governor. And, dude, I watched the entire thing. I still haven't to this day. Like I never watched all of Trump's debates or Biden or like any of these presidents. Like I never watched the full thing, but Ventura, I sat there glued. Like, this guy's amazing.
Yeah, because he's interesting. He talks about all the crazy stuff there, but that I guess that's why Alex Jones is so popular too. He's talks about off the wall shit.
Yeah.
So.
Did you ever see the rumor that he's Bill Hicks?
Oh God. No, I never saw that.
No?
No, I never saw that one.
Yeah, people say like Bill Hicks didn't die.
And he's Alex Jones now.
Back is yes. And I get the comparison. I don't believe it, but I get the comparisons.
Hey, we got someone on Rumble. It's Morgan Wilburn. He says, "Hey, What's up, buddy? Thanks for watching on Rumble. Try to get everybody.
Good
over.
morning.
Yeah,
Dude,
I
can't
opted
get
to
into
be
my Rumble
on.
right now.
What's up?
I can't get into my Rumble account.
Oh,
I
well.
tried.
It's still in the. It's still like it's still trying to become something. Like they're gaining traction. It's just very difficult. They need to make it a little bit more user friendly, like with YouTube. Unfortunately, we're on YouTube as well. So if anybody watching on YouTube, what's up? And then of course we're on our Facebook group.
Let's see how long it takes us to get kicked off of YouTube.
Yeah, that's my goal. That's
Wear that like a badge.
Yeah, I will. I definitely will. My parents are in New Mexico, and my dad was telling me about this shootout at I think it's called Red River. The town's called Red River. There was a shootout between rival gangs, biker gangs.
No way.
Yes, hold on. I'll find the news clip. Let me get to YouTube real quick. But yeah, he was telling me about it, and some people got taken to the hospital. My mom is at, and then one of them got flown to Colorado. Let's see, Really? I'm going to put it in Red River shootout. Let's see. My God. There's Red River shootout like all through the years. What the hell?
Wow, what's going on in Red River?
Well, I'll show you. We're gonna pull it up right now. Hold on. Let's see. Yeah, the two biker gangs, dude. Let's see. We're gonna watch some news together.
Yeah,
that's what we do here. All right. Let's see. Boing. Share this. All right. Let's play this.
Going to be a long ride home. We have people all over the state looking for them.
Those are the words New Mexico State Police Chief Tim Johnson has for anyone with retaliation on the mind after a mass shooting rocked Red River this Memorial Day weekend, all attributed to a gang dispute between the Banditos and Water Dogs that started 3 hours south.
It was in Albuquerque, and what we're being told, it was over somebody taking a picture with a different gang. It's something as stupid as that.
Cell phone video shows the massive police response at the 41st annual Red River Motorcycle Rally Saturday. Now, a beefed up law enforcement presence, leftover crime scene tape, and 3 killed, others in the hospital. 3 people now facing charges.
They were all bikers.
Chief Johnson identified 30-year-old Jacob Castillo, a Rio Rancho man and an alleged Water Dog gang member charged with murder.
Started with words initially, then turned into a fight, which then turned to shots fired.
2 Texas men also arrested: 41-year-old Christopher Garcia and 39-year-old Matt.
She rolled her L. Garcia.
Yeah, you have to.
Or L or R.
In Texas,
Castillo
officials believe they have everyone
Garcia.
involved, but early Sunday still going through the scene, littered with hundreds of motorcycles, cars, and bullet casings.
Thankfully,
sounds like a good time.
Folks were hurt. Just gangbanger on gangbanger.
Gangbanger on gangbanger. And it was a big old gangbang.
Police Department, they are the leading agency.
Huge gangbang in Red River.
Flying everywhere.
You know what's funny is like you gotta. Whenever they said the other gang was Water Dog, I was like, I never heard that name, and I'm thinking, it's kind of like gamer tags. Like you just run out of names, like everybody just takes them. And what are you gonna name your Burger King? I don't know. Water Dogs. Let's just.
There's got to be something to it, right?
I never heard
that. Sounds so lame.
It does, but careful, Joey. You might have a Water Dog show up.
I don't think we have any Water Dogs in.
I don't know.
Philadelphia.
Down here, off of 37, because Corpus and everything, you go down towards the valley where a lot of illegal activity happens. You see like a bunch of banditos. They'll be like it looks like a bee, like a bunch of bees flying together. It's just all of them are in a group. Oh. And then they'll show up at sometimes I'll pull up to get gas at this gas stations off of 37, the highway. and you'll see them all there. So they're very active over there. Banditos are active. I've heard of Banditos and Hell's Angels and everything. Well, now we've heard of the Water Dogs because this guy shot up the place. So I guess now we know who the Water Dogs are because I never heard of them before.
No, oh my gosh, we'll have to see how big their chapter is.
Yeah, I guess.
Well, you're talking about being like swarmed. Friday night.
Oh shit! Hold
my
up,
daughters.
real quick. Let's see. Morgan said my uncle was in a MC gang called the Sundowners. I think. Have you heard of them?
No, that doesn't sound familiar.
Oh well, go shoot up a venue and we'll hear of you. That's fucked. No, I don't condone violence. let me backtrack it.
Please do.
Maybe get together and do a viral video dancing a YMCA. Then people know who you are. I'm gonna get my ass kicked next time. That motherfucker. Anyway, go ahead. Your daughter?
My two daughters were going to a concert in Philadelphia Friday night, and there was a venue. It was a smaller venue they haven't been to before. So I'm trying to explain to them where to park, and they're like, Dad, I don't know if I want to drive around there. Can you take us? And it's not a big deal. It's only like 20 miles away. I'm like,
yeah,
all right. But then like, what am I going to do for the next 3 hours? Because I'm not going to go there, home, back down to pick them up, back home. Mostly because they're doing construction on I-95. That's like the major route back and forth, and it's like just a 20 a half-hour ride is now like 50 minutes to an hour because of all the construction going on. So I'm like, all right, I'll go find something to do. And so like, all right, well, I got a couple errands to run. I'll go hit a supermarket, go hit the hardware store, whatever. So there's a main road along the Delaware River called, well, originally it was called Delaware Ave. Parts of it are called Columbus Boulevard now, whatever. So I head there, start driving south. All of a sudden, me and like 4 or 5 other vehicles are surrounded by ATVs, dirt bikes. They're all like riding around doing the wheelies.
Oh shit!
Just circling. They're stopping. I'm like, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? I hate this city so much. I hate it here. Like, I didn't even go to the hardware store. I'm like, screw this. I hit a light, and they kept traveling south. I went back north a little bit. I'm like, this is terrible. So, all right, let me go get gas. I go to get gas. Dude, I had 2 people begging for money, somebody trying to sell me AirPods. Like, are you kidding me? Dude, people are out of their damn minds.
Oh, yeah.
Out of their minds. I'm like, I'm so over all this. I need to move to the middle of nowhere.
Someone said in the Facebook, oh, it's my brother. He said, watch out for the Thunder Cougar Falcon birds. That's a mouthful of a biker gang. Dude, and every time I see videos, you know what's funny is on Reddit, they keep showing videos and these people keep recording what's going on in your neck of the woods. And it's just terrible, man. It's like, is no one... When is enough going to be enough out there? And not just your area. I mean, all these areas with just overflowing, homeless people.
Dude, that's all I have popping up. My algorithm all of a sudden for TikTok is an area called, they nicknamed, now the section of Philadelphia is called Kensington, but there's a section that's been infested with junkies so bad. They call it Kensington Beach. And it's under the an elevated train. So like it's just it's the worst. It's the worst strip of this neighborhood because there's no sun because the elevated train is blocking that. And it's just these zombie junkie people,
I know,
just wandering aimlessly. Dude, there was one day I had to work around there. A dude shot up like right in front of me. right in front of me. He didn't care. I was like carrying tools all around. He just ties off. The
Wow.
guy I'm working with is like, dude, did you see that? I'm like, yeah, I saw that. I'm like, I gotta get out of here. I don't get it. I just don't get the world we live in, man.
It's terrible. Anytime I see a video, the last one I saw, they were like, this looks like The Walking Dead. And you just have
Yes.
some people, they're just there was one guy, he was sitting on one of those 5-gallon buckets. He's just sitting there and he's just like, you know, looking around like this, like rocking back and forth. I was like, holy crap, man.
Yesterday, or I'm sorry, today's Sunday. Friday was the first day the temperatures made it into the 90s in this area, and by 8:30, every one of them were out. Like when it's cold, I don't know where they hide, but you don't see as much. But it was oh, dude, it was so bad. We're driving to the job, and they're all out. Like I passed like 4 people, like you just did, like just sitting there, nodding out, like
yeah,
back and forth. I'm like, dude, it's not even 9 o'clock in the morning yet, and they're out and about. Like, holy crap! What? Like, I just don't understand. Now, I've done some dumb things in my life. I've done a lot of dumb things in my life. But one of them is not heroin. Like, you know what? I know how bad this is. And I know my personality because I had a problem with cigarettes for a few years. And it was like how hard it was to kick that. Like, I can't even imagine going, you know what? Let me put this into my vein. Like, it doesn't compute with me.
I have an idea for Philadelphia. What they need to do is just get some loudspeakers, and to draw these people out, just play the Thriller song, and they'll start.
What's that flash mob dance? If you could, you know what? When I start finding videos, I'll send them to you. I have a couple of my own too, of like the junkies.
Oh my god!
So you can see exactly how bad it is.
Oh no, I'm telling you, like I go on Reddit, and the majority of videos, there's a couple of them that are in Los Angeles. The funniest one was a guy. He goes, "These homeless people got projectors," and you see like it's someone's in a tent, and you see like whatever they're watching projected on the tent. You know what I mean? Inside, yeah. They're supplied with like projectors and they getting all these, you know, all this cool stuff.
I'm busting my ass for 40 hours minimum a week.
Yeah.
And you got these homeless junkie bastards, and they still have the same cool stuff I have. What the hell is that?
I know it shows. Yeah. Well, why am I doing what I'm doing to get the cool stuff when I could just, you know, set up shop wherever and just live there? But
yeah. Why not? Every day's a party.
Yeah, exactly.
Break out the 40s.
My brother, they get up early for the Sugar Smack. Sugar Smacks has a heroin freaking brand.
They can't call it sugar now. It's Honey Smacks.
Oh, Honey Smacks. That's right. Honey Smacks. So dumb.
Sugar's got a stigma.
Oh, and I got some updates. Do you remember? I don't know. Were you a part of the episode when we talked about that? Well, hold on. Let me play this little bumper real quick. Update. Anyway,
I like it.
Were you a part of the episode when we talked about the Arby's manager?
I think so. What happened?
You were got shut in the freezer and died in the deep freeze. Yeah. So
Arby's, we have the meats.
So anyway, the Arby's manager, there's an update on it because everybody was like, there's a safety feature. You know, I've worked in restaurants. There's a safety feature. You get closed in there. Of course, it's dark as hell, but there's a button you press and it opens the door. Emergency release. Well, anyway, she was found dead. She was frozen to the floor, and it says escape freezer. She was found dead in the freezer. Couldn't escape due to broken door. If that's not a violation, dude, like And the thing about it is they weren't even from that area. They were from Houston. They were, I guess she was a manager at one in Houston, and they were getting this, they were trying to get this restaurant, kind of going again and under better management and all that stuff. Well, anyway, what they did is they kind of rigged the door with something, or I can't remember. I think it was like they had something to open the door. Like they knew it was broken.
Yeah.
And they were using it this whole time. Well, anyway, she got locked in the freezer. And I think her son, because her kids work with her, and her son found her dead in the freezer.
Oh.
But the thing about it is it's broken. So I know that's that's a safety violation. Like, how come you didn't, report that right away, or, get it fixed right away? And maybe she did report it. And the restaurant was like, okay, we'll get to it. We'll get, they just put it on the back burner, but that's something that's very serious. So, yeah.
Dude, those coolers are frigid. I only worked in one restaurant. I hated it. I absolutely hated it. I think I lasted about 5 weeks. I'm like, I got to get out of here. And the only reason I lasted 5 weeks was because a friend of mine got the job and I didn't want to make him look bad.
Yeah.
But they'd be like, oh, can you go in the cooler and get, and I'd step in there. I'm like, oh, this is awful. And I didn't know where anything was. So I'm looking around trying to find stuff. I'm like, oh, I got to get out of this. This is the worst.
Yeah. Working in a restaurant atmosphere. I mean, it can be fun. And I've worked at a couple, I worked at my mom's restaurant when she had it. And, but I always remember that the deep freeze had that little button that you press to get out. And then whenever I worked with my dad, we go and we install all this stuff, and we install, the deep freeze, you put it together and everything. And that was on, I've always remembered it. So when I heard this story, I was like, what the hell? And now more and more is coming out, and that it was broken. No one decided to fix it. And unfortunately, a lady lost her life, and, my heart goes out to her, man. That sucks.
Yeah, dude, that's so sad.
Something that could have been so avoided. You know what I mean? Like that could have been avoided in a day. Just hire a company to come out and fix it.
That's
The
so
owner of the
awful.
restaurant must have been from Del Rio. I know that's my brother.
That's funny. So your parents had their own business, or your mom had her own business?
Yeah. My mom had her own business. It was a restaurant. It was called the Victorian Tea Room. We started off in a small building kind of on the outskirts of Del Rio. It was just a little bit, going towards the lake. And then they built an actual like a brand new building inside, I guess around where you had a bar that was right next to it or in front of it. And there was other businesses around there. So we were kind of like in the middle, and the mall was like a stone's throw away. So it was in a good location. So yeah, but unfortunately that didn't last. It lasted for a while, but not too much longer. I'm not going to go into details on everything.
Yeah,
someone got locked in the freezer. No, but
I just think that's cool, man. Like I never had the guts. I had ideas for things, nothing like innovative, but like, oh, man, I'd love to run my own business, and then I never had the guts to pull the trigger. So I just think that's cool. My in-laws, they had their own business. They're retired now, and my brother-in-laws, his in-laws, had their own business. So just the older I got, T-Mac, Jacket Audio's T-Mac used to run a video store called Jacket Video. So I didn't know too many people, but I know a handful that did it, and I'm like, that's so cool. Like I would ask them questions all the time. Like instead of working for the man, being able to do their own thing, make their own hours.
It's better to work for the man than to try to have your own business and be whipped the crap out of by the man. That's what it is.
Yeah.
It is so, they make it so hard for you to have your own business in this country. They make it hard. Unless you're not from this country, you get all the help you need. But if you're from this country and, decide, hey, I'm going to do this. And then it's taxed and taxed and taxed and taxed and taxed and taxed. I mean, it is, to be on that side of the curtain, yeah, unless your business is like booming and it's kind of like what we're doing now. We're on YouTube and everything. People have already established themselves on YouTube, in the, early 2000s. It's just, they've already been established. So you kind of miss that train. That's kind of like with businesses now. If you decide to do like an air conditioning business or something, you got people that have already started a long time ago. They've already been in there, and then you're the new guy, and it's kind of like you miss that train. You got to kind of try to undercut the guys that have been there forever, but you do that, you don't really make a profit. It's insanity, dude. Anybody that owns their own business or has their own thing know exactly what I'm talking about. To see on that side, you're pretty much a whipping boy or girl, whatever. You're just there, and you're under their mercy, and you got to pay this. If you miss this, then you know what I mean. Especially a restaurant, you got to have it inspected. You got to go through this. You got to deal with people's problems. I mean, it's just better to get a job somewhere, go work for Elon at the Tesla factory. I mean, and do your 9 to 5, because you will have so much more freedom than to actually own it. People misconstrue that, because if you own a business, you're already that's who you are. You're thinking about it 24/7. But we have the luxury to go work, after work, go home, and boom, we're done. And we don't have to worry about it.
Yeah, that's what T-Mac used to say all the time.
Yeah, man.
My in-laws loved it. They loved.
Well, I mean, if you have a fruitful business and it's good, and you see a lot of money coming through, of course, it's going to be great.
Yeah. No, they did good. But yeah, Tony Mac would say that all the time. He's like, dude, I would love to just finish my shift and not think about it. But he's like, on the ride home from Jacket Video, he's like, all I do is think about, all right, what's the next way to make money? I get home. He's like, I can't go to sleep right away. I'm like, did I do this? Did I do that? All my ducks in a row? And so I get it. But and it's hard now, because you can't open a regular store, like a retail store, because everybody buys everything on Amazon.
Yeah, those are going out the door.
Little hardware stores, the mom and pop shops, it's gone. Home Depot, bookstores, it's a Barnes and Noble. All these chains are killing the little mom and pop shops.
I was talking about that with someone the other day, and I was like, I think we might see a rise in people doing their own thing because of all the narratives, and everybody's pushing on everybody, and people don't want to spend their money there.
Mm-hmm.
They call it boycotting, whatever, and then they make their own. But the problem there is they got to be a little bit more expensive because of all the taxes and everything. But what do you want to put your money to? Do you want to put it to a big corporation that's made their money hand over fist, or do you want to try to help someone out locally? And that's the thing. There's a couple little stores around my little town, but it'd be nice to have I'd like to see the general stores kind of come back. You know what I mean? And you go there and get whatever.
Yeah, we don't have any of them near me. Now, if you go into Jersey, near the shore towns, there's still a lot of small mom and pop shops, the 5 and dimes.
Yeah.
So definitely, I try not to buy anything until I get there. Like if we go on vacation for a week at the Jersey Shore, try not to buy anything that I need until I get down there. Whether food or soap or detergents or whatever. Try to do all that when I get down there. Like screw these, the gigantic grocery stores. Every little bit helps. They have their chains, of course, but yeah, I definitely try to go with the mom and pop shops. We had a bookstore open around me recently. Like we had Barnes and Noble, we had Borders for a while. Borders is done now. Little bookstore. I'm like, that's it. That's all. That's the only place I'm shopping. And I went there for a few months, and it didn't last. But record stores last. I don't get it. Like the CD shops, record stores.
Yeah, they lasted a while.
Sustainable. There's a couple within 15 minutes to a half hour of me that have been around for 30 years, and they're still going strong, man. Like people, they're all over that, but for some reason everything else, it doesn't seem sustainable.
Yeah, it's. Oh, someone commented here. Hold on.
Uh.
Make a store that it has one cell phone in the middle of the room. People can come in and order on Amazon. Charge them $10 for every dollar their order is worth. Holy crap. Like, why am I going to do that when I have my phone in my hand already? Swing and a miss. No, I'm joking. Oh, man. And I wanted to share something else, too. This is a weird story. And it's scary because of the whole AI thing. But here we go. We got this now. Robo-crops. Meet the laser-wielding AI machines taking over a farm near you. Okay.
If it could be used as I guess, not a supplement, I guess a supplement.
Well,
I guess it wouldn't be that bad, but I don't know, man. There's something about the human interaction, getting your hands dirty.
Yeah, that, and I'm not thinking about that. I'm thinking about if next time they want to shut stuff down, they just press a button and everything just goes.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. No, that's
control the hell out of it. Actually, I saw something the other day on Twitter, and it had a guy on an electronic bike, and his credits ran out, and the bike stopped, and he like freaking did a face plant. Let me find this.
Really?
Yeah, he ate it, dude. He was like, oh my God. And that's why everybody's like, electric cars. It's like, no, they're gonna freaking control it, dude. Like,
yeah.
Go ahead.
I say that to my kids all the time. They're like, we want a Tesla. I'm like, don't buy a Tesla. Don't even, like, just stop. Oh, but the electric cars and this and that. I'm like, no. They'll be able to control your car from wherever. And if you want to go somewhere that the powers that be don't want you to go to, they'll stop you. You can't, please don't. Pretty please don't. Get yourself a little coupe. Get yourself you're worried about gas mileage and the carbon dioxide and everything else. Just get yourself a little Honda Civic that you can whip around in that doesn't burn a lot of gas. It just killer mileage. Please do not get an electric car. But they're 2 of the 3 are adults. They can do what they want with their money. It's not my money. I'm not gonna. I can't stop them, but I try. I try to tell them all the time, man. Yeah, I really don't trust anything that's internet connected.
Oh no. Well, and like I said, they're going to be able to control stuff instead of this last time. They told us to do this and this, and a lot of people were against it and everything. So they're like, yeah, screw you. But if they control stuff, they're going to. What the hell? FarmersOnly.com is going to tank. My farmer, not if it has attachments. It's a robot. It'll have attachments.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah. Damn,
see, I was thinking positively.
That video.
I was trying to think positively about that. That helper. Yeah.
No, there's no positivity about it. I mean, well, okay, there's one positive that we don't have to worry about running out of workers, and that's why they're doing this. Hold on real quick. Tesla has its own insurance. Huh. Okay. That's what Morgan said. But anyway, no, that they said like a lot of the kids that are growing up on farms, they don't want to do that kind of work. So then they leave. And so the workforce on the farms are going, down in numbers. So they're trying to figure out a way. That's the excuse they're giving.
Right. Okay.
But I live in a small town, and a lot of these kids that like to farm. Golly, I gotta hold on. This little nuisance my wife had to have. He's messing with my wires. Anyway, kids that grow up around hunting, fishing, and taking care of land and running cattle, they like doing that because they've been exposed to it all life. So I don't believe that part of it. You might have a couple of kids on the farm saying, I'm going to leave. And, but then it's ingrained in you. It's where you grew up. It's kind of like what you've been exposed to.
Mhm.
I think that's an excuse, and it's scary, dude. This AI stuff it's insane.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, there's nothing like the human interaction. Get your hands dirty, get in there, dig the dirt. But that looks like
You
it's such a hard job, man.
Make it sound like they still have plow mules and
Well, I know, but it's like humans
yeah, I get
are doing the work. You're right. No, you're totally right on that one.
it.
I know they have their tractors.
Out there like it's 1920.
Hey, the Amish. I don't live too far from Amish country. They still do
Yeah.
it that way.
Someone said like Amish people only use the internet when they have to. It's like how?
They have, yeah, dude. It's real. It's so shady. They're not allowed. They're not allowed to have like the modern I can't even say it. The modern
Amenities,
technology. Yes, thank you.
No, it's fine.
Amenities on their property, but like in the days like before cell phones, they could have a phone line run to like the end of their property line.
Hmm.
So if they needed to make a phone call, they would just have to take one step off their property, and there's their phone.
That's how they get around it. Get off the
Exactly.
Holy Land.
Yeah, so it's so stupid.
Wow.
But
Yeah, I forgot where I saw that. They were talking about it, and I'm like, huh? How? Like, do they go to the library or something like down the street, or I don't know.
They must do like something silly. Maybe have a router instead of the cell the landline at the end of their driveway. They just have a router locked up. Like, okay, their cell phones are in there. Okay, it doesn't make any sense. It's a weird thing, but we went when my kids were little. We went and did like a tour of the Amish country, and all of them are out there.
Really?
And they're almost like they looked like they were still wearing suits, working the farms. I'm like, holy crap!
Man,
All
they're
black.
really dedicated though, dude. They really are. To do that in a suit. I don't even want to go to places inside with a suit on, let alone freaking be out there in the field, dusty field.
No, absolutely not. I know I'm dreading. I got to go out and weed and mulch today. I'm like, all right, what's the lightest clothing I have to wear?
Yeah. No, do it in a suit. Class it up, dude. Class it up.
I want to bring the look back. So, all right, now be with me. Be with me. You know what a nutcase I am. So I'm going to say this. So now the fashion trend lately is people wearing, like tattered clothes, ripped jeans. Like that's the style, right? So what if like 100 years from now, we're all dead? They want to rewrite the history books and be like, look at the 2020s. These people lived in such poverty. The clothes they had to wear. Like, what if this is like a gigantic psyop? Be like, let's make this trendy. So 100 years from now, you'd be like, they lived like paupers in their crappy tattered clothes. I kind of like a part of me feels like that's a thing. I'm like, why? Like, I would wear as a teenager even in my 20s, like if I had a pair of jeans and I got a hole in the knee, sure, I still wore it. It was, the 90s. It was the grunge look. But it was like, was that a thing? Like, was that like some kind of psyop to make us look like dirtbags and dregs? Like, so now if I'm using this as a comparison to the way the entertainment industry is, and not that I want to follow that, but then I go to like the 40s and 50s and I look at guys like Frank Sinatra and Dean Martin, wherever they went, whatever they did, they had on the suit and tie and the fancy hat, and they always looked good. I'm like, I would love to go back to that. When men dress like men and women dress like women.
Careful now.
Yeah, that's as far as I'm going. As soon as the words came out of my mouth, I'm like, oh God.
No, we're good on our show. We're fine.
Yeah, who's gonna? Somebody will find a way to cancel.
It's a joke, people. Get over it.
I don't know. It's just it's a thing in my head. Like that would be in my mind. Like that would be fun to do. Just start dressing up again all the time. Now I work in construction during the day, so it's not like I'm going to be wearing that stuff. But you see, like
You know how many people bust your chops if you show up to work and you're like wearing that's like, oh, look at Mr. Elegant. Where are you going?
I've tried looking for what construction workers wore like 100 years ago, and most of it just looks like overalls. I'm like, I can do that, but that's not really a huge statement. And really, it just seemed for the purpose of like I don't know, a pouch so they could stick their tools in it. Like, oh, you know what? That actually looks pretty good. But I haven't looked into buying that yet. I don't know.
Joey T overalls. We'll have to get a picture of that if that happens. Philadelphia is the place to be. Junkies on the street as far as the eye can see.
Oh, there you go. We got a song.
Oh yeah, there we go. Oh my God.
It's classic.
The other thing I wanted to talk about, I couldn't believe it, but there was a serial killer they caught in Austin, Texas, in my neck of the woods. And he was prepared to kill again. I thought that was the thing of the past, but apparently it isn't. Let's see. A Texas man is facing 2 new murder charges after he allegedly called police to confess to killing his roommate and another woman. And authorities are now investigating whether the previously convicted killer would be linked to cold cases. Wow.
No kidding.
Yeah, dude. Meza, 62. Let's see. Let's see. Oh, in Pflugerville. What the hell? Like Pflugerville is like one of those old German towns on the outside of Austin. Yeah, it's like, yeah. Let's see. I guess he murdered a woman in 2019. They're looking into it, see if he did. Wow. This is insane, dude. Well, good thing he's off the streets.
Yeah. But I'm just shocked with the technology today, like how anybody gets away with anything.
Well, dude, he's
to have a serial kill.
He's 62. He just killed these people, and then he's probably linked to. Yeah, he's done this before. Like, this ain't his first rodeo. Like, you're like, you know what? I'm tired. 62. I got arthritis. I can't really be stabbing people anymore. I just, just take me in. I'm retiring. I'm retiring, guys, from murdering.
Oh my God.
Yeah. When did this story hit? Because I heard of it this week. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. June 1st.
Wow.
June 1st. Yeah.
Yeah. I haven't heard any stories about serial killers anymore.
Yeah.
I just feel like either people don't get caught or they're caught within, days.
Well, I saw this too. This is so crazy, dude. A lot of stuff. I pay attention to too much crap, I swear. But let me go to my news feed. Hold on. My news feed in the Reddits. And I saw it this morning. And I was like, what in the heck is going on around here? Apparently, I don't want to get it wrong, so be patient, everyone. But it's about along the same lines. But they found a bunch of women dead, and I need to figure out where this was.
Oh shit!
God dang it! Yeah, they just found them. Oh my God! Of course, it's all the way at the bottom now. So much going on in the world.
It's old news.
Yeah. Like, all right, moving on. Just like I can't find the e-bike wreck. Damn it! You think it'd be on YouTube, but no. Anyway, godly. Anyway, yeah, that's a new story that happened. They found a bunch of them. They're trying to figure out, but it was like a mass grave or something. It's freaking insane.
Ugh.
I want to say it was in Oregon. I want to say that.
That's insanity.
Yeah.
I can't even comprehend that mentality. I've been angry, but I've never been that angry.
Yeah, like I'm gonna kill everyone.
Yeah.
It's insane, dude. Yeah, I don't know. Now I can't find it. I can't find nothing this morning. Hey, welcome to the show. I can't find shit. This is what happens when you produce and do the show at the same time. You can't find nothing.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
God bless you. Juggling all those balls.
I'm telling
keeping
you.
them up in the air.
I'm trying. Maybe I'll get someone to help me out. But yeah, I thought that was it's insane, dude. Now they're finding that, and I was like, I wanted to bring that story up because it seemed interesting. But now, no. Moving on. I found this news clip. I laughed when I read this. This is hilarious. I had to bring this up. This is on. This is how people write stuff for the headlines. One-legged British crime boss jailed after 5 years on the run. 5 years on. Come on, the wording is so funny. He finally got termites in that one leg, or act like no one has prosthetic legs. Anytime I think of a prosthetic leg, I think wooden. I don't think of plastic now like that.
No. Yeah, it's definitely old school. Peg leg. Like every cheesy pirate movie back in the day, or cartoon.
Well, even like in the 80s, someone had a fake leg and it was wooden, they knocked on it. You know what I mean? And it's like, oh, okay. Now they got this stuff. What was that one guy, Oscar Pistorius, that dude that had the blade legs?
Oh, the blade legs. Blade Runner.
But he killed his girlfriend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think he got away with it. Did he get away with it?
No, he tried. He tried like hell. He tried.
He thought somebody was
it wouldn't
breaking
happen.
in. Get out of here.
That was about as good as an excuse of the Robert Blake incident with his wife. I couldn't have shot her because I left I left my gun in the restaurant, the same caliber and everything. I had to go back, and then my wife was shot with the same caliber gun at the car.
Coincidence? So yeah,
what was that show? Beretta? Good going, Beretta.
Yeah. Did you learn anything of all those years in the show? How to handle a gun?
Yeah.
Ugh. So bizarre. These people.
Let's see. I'm going to look this up because it just fascinates me with the blade legs. Let's see. Oh, look, we'll watch old Oscar Pistorius before he killed his girlfriend. Hold on. Yeah, he was the man.
Oh my God, he was like not a hero, but inspirational. I don't want to call it a hero. Inspirational, like that was never, except for like Special Olympics or whatever. Like that, nobody did that. Like, look, the dude's running on.
I know blade legs.
Forks. You
think when he got put in jail, he just has no leg, like he's in a wheelchair, or they just let him roll around on the ground?
They've removed him, and he just walks around like an Oompa Loompa.
What do you get?
Tough guy now?
Kill your girlfriend.
How fast are you now, Oscar?
Let's see. Let's watch this video. I gotta see this. That just amazing me. The blade legs. Look at that. How the hell he's standing? Look at that. It looks like Inspector Gadget. Go Gadget legs. Look at this. Wait a minute, that was impressive. What?
I think he does coke off those spoons. He dips in, brings it up. He's like a yoga master. Brings it up to his nose, sucks it in, and he's like, I'm gonna run around the track. Yeah,
dude, I would have installed like some springs, like just to like springboard me, like. Get them salad tongs running, bro. Look, that wasn't even impressive.
No.
Like he didn't even run that far. Well, I guess it's impressive because he has no legs, but yeah, I'm an asshole. What of it?
Can you go back for a second? Like,
yeah.
yeah,
Hold
just
on.
that. Yeah, we just watch that little bit again.
All right,
It
here
doesn't
we
have
go.
to be anymore.
No,
I want to see.
all right,
Does he?
here we go. Nee. All right, here we go.
Okay, so he has his knee.
Yeah,
That's what I was curious about.
All right, I'm gonna mute it. I don't need to hear people. Go ahead.
No. All right. I was just curious. So he has his knee still. So
Yeah.
that's why he can do this. He can pull this off. Because I have a friend that was in a car accident and he lost his leg just above the knee. So he's got he's got a prosthetic, but he he walks with a little gimp. But I'm like, yeah, how's this guy running? So
Yeah,
okay, that's what he's got his knees. So he's got at least a little bit below there to attach onto.
That's a talent now.
I don't know. Yeah.
No, I always thought that was interesting though to see people run like that. I'm serious.
Spoons.
I'm just amazed on their spoons, on their salad tongs, just running down the way. I'll get you, Pistorius. Just so stupid. So stupid. Oh my god.
Oh, dude, what was that character's name?
Dr. Claw. It's
Claw. Dr. Claw, yes.
That's how the judge sounded. I sent you to prison, Pistorius.
Dude, that was so good.
Wowzers. That's so Welcome to the show, everyone. Welcome to the damn show.
It's good stuff.
Like if you had a choice, like what would you want if you had to have a prosthetic, like a prosthetic legs? Like what kind of material?
Kind of material. The material wasn't the question I thought you were going to ask. Be like, what body part?
Oh well, yeah. You know what? Let's go that because I think it would be sweet to have like Terminator arm, like like when he cuts it open, you see the skeleton.
Yeah,
metal. That would be awesome, dude. That's what I would want.
Man, now if it would have, I guess if the technology was that good, I don't think it would matter that much to me. But as of right now, I would have to say it would have to be a leg because at the very least you could still get around. So even if you're hobbling or if worse came to worse, you're partially using a wheelchair. The hand, like if it could be like Terminator or Luke Skywalker hands, I'd be like, all right, cool, yeah, sure, give me the hand.
Yeah,
I'm fine with that. Things still function, but if it's not that good, I look at Apollo Creed and Happy Gilmore.
Oh yeah,
I can't think of his real name.
Yeah,
Carl Weathers. Yeah, Chubbs.
Yeah, the wooden hand.
Yeah, like that's what I picture. Like most prosthetics being like this unmovable object that doesn't do you any good.
Well, now they got like 3D printers, dude. Like you could, you know what I mean? Like 3D printers used to be super expensive. Now they have like some that are probably, I think I saw one being sold online for like $900.
Really?
And they used to be a lot more than that. Yeah, when they first came out, it was a lot more than that.
Yeah.
Yeah, 3D print. I wonder if people do that. I guess they do use 3D printers for different things. But
I've heard of people using them to build guns. I'm like, how is this a thing?
What?
Yeah.
Okay.
Somebody at work was showing me a video. Yeah.
I'm gonna have to pull it
I
up.
can find it. The guy I work with showed me a video. He's like, dude, somebody 3D printed a gun. I'm like, what? And they showed it, printing it up and then shooting it. This had to be like a year ago, maybe. So I couldn't even tell you where he had the video from. But knowing this guy, most likely he stumbled on it on Twitter.
Is this the ghost guns that what's his name? The president was talking about?
Probably.
Ghost guns.
I would think so. Because
I think he was
if you're
thinking
making
of
them,
Ghostbusters. It's so stupid.
dude, I hate
What?
to do this.
No,
to you. Can I
hold
step away
up.
for a minute?
Oh my god. Yeah. Go ahead.
All right, be right back.
I'm pulling stuff up. So anyway, anybody in the chat have any kind of things they want to bring up or comments on what we've already done? Please let me know while I'm flying solo. I'm your pilot. Flying solo right now. Yeah, I'm looking up 3D printed guns. I don't think I ever heard of that. That's crazy. Let's see. I'm gonna put this up. Dun, 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 dun. Hey, what? Hold on. See, now I'm screwing things up. This is nice. This is so professional. Let's see. Boom. Share screen. 3D printed Glock. What in the heck? Look at that. That's a dragon mouth on a. Let's pull this up. Hold on.
That's simulated auto. That was cool.
Wow.
It goes
They
so
really
fast.
fire?
Yeah, it's extremely fast. You know, it is on par.
They're a
or
big deal in
stronger
European
than
nations.
the
Really?
The actual factory one.
So the 3D printed is better than what you can buy
For
this.
this one, I would say, yeah.
It's a brave new
That
world.
looks sick, dude. Like the dragon mouth. Hold on. Let me go back. The ghost guns.
I mean, art's in the eye of the beholder, right?
Look at that. That is
This
insane.
is
You can put whatever you
just a
want
way
on it.
of expressing ourselves. It's freedom of expression in a much more loud way.
Let's see this thing fire. That's sick. If I did that, I'd probably put Thomas the Tank Engine's face on it. That'd be cool. You just got murdered by Thomas the Tank Engine. That's insane. Joey.
Sorry.
No, it's all good, man. I was talking to myself and whoever was listening. Look at this. I just pulled this up real quick. That has a dragon head on
Holy
the end of that
crap.
gun. Look at this. I'll have to pull it back. Let me mute it because I've already heard it.
Okay.
Like he's just look at this dragon freaking head, dude. But is the full gun 3D printed or is it just attachments?
I don't know.
That's my question.
What I saw originally, I thought
Oh,
the
hold
whole
on.
thing was.
Yeah, go ahead.
I thought the whole thing was except for the bullets,
Huh.
but I don't know.
Wow.
But what I saw was just like a little handgun. I don't know
Yeah,
what it was modeled after. I'm not an aficionado on that stuff.
Wow. That's insane.
Like,
Like,
what
I didn't know
can't
they
you?
actually fired. Why'd that pause? I was like, what happened in the video? Let's see. They're building the gun. We're going to just skip through this, kids. Oh, look at that.
That's kind of what I saw.
Holy crap. And that's all 3D printed.
Yeah.
Wow.
This isn't the same thing, but that's like the same size that I saw a video of.
That's Vice's report. RIP Vice. You're no longer relevant. I heard they went bankrupt.
Vice, they're a big deal in European nations.
Yeah. Let me I'll find it out. It's in the group chat. I think I have to make a new freaking thing to when people comment, I could see who it is instead of going to the thing.
Yeah, I had the Facebook feed up my phone.
Oh, that's
for a second.
my hey, Josh Morgan. What's up, buddy? That's Josh Morgan. He's a gun aficionado. He knows about guns. What were you saying? What gun were they building?
Big deal. Josh, okay. Now I was curious with they're a big deal in European nations. I'm assuming he's talking about the guns and 3D printers.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's what he's talking about.
Yeah. All right. Now I had I don't know why I closed it. I had our Facebook feed up.
Oh, that's all right.
So this way I could I want to see the names.
Don't worry. I think
because
I hate to have
just stinks
another
on
group
StreamYard.
of people to go to, but I mean, it seems like I have to do that. I don't know why I when I first made the Near Do Wells Tavern group, it was private because it was only a certain amount of people that were in it. And now I've created a show and we got different shows and different things going on and people comment. And especially on this, because it's private, it doesn't show your name. So we got to look it up. There's got to be a simpler way.
Yeah.
Oh, but wow.
Yeah.
I mean, I learned something every day. I never knew. See, I thought that was just attachments. I didn't know they were building actual freaking guns, man.
Yeah, it's weird.
And they want gun control, and now you can print your own gun.
Right. So you're not controlling crap after that. If these prices keep going down on 3D printers,
yeah.
Like I just can't like.
What are you?
I can't
do?
wrap my head around the concept of a 3D printer though. Like I get it. I get what they do, but it's bizarre to me to think with like just a couple clicks, you could build something. Like not, scan a piece of paper. You're building something.
Yeah.
I don't understand how it's that convenient. Like that's some like Jetsons type stuff in our house at this point. I'm like, I can't wrap my head around the simplicity of it. That it's just there.
Well, and everybody's freaking out now about the, chat GPT. And I mean, there's so many new stuff that keeps coming out. And it's funny because our government's trying to catch up to it to, make laws for it. And I don't know, they're probably working on that to where you have to register that you make or that you have a 3D printer and maybe a log of what it has created and submit it, especially a fire, which is touchy. It is because I bought it. That's my stuff. And screw you. It's none of your business what I make.
Yeah.
But if you make a firearm and they're finding ways around this, that's kind of interesting.
I guess it's, yeah. Dude, who knows? Like you could do this stuff. How are they going to trace it though?
I don't know.
You could build something and then just sell it. Build something and sell it. Like I'm not saying guns. I'm just say something and get rid of it. Like I don't know. I would say, listen, somebody wanted to buy this thing from me. I don't know what they did with it. It's weird. Yeah. It's so bizarre.
It is bizarre. We're in a different world now, and it's ever changing and stuff like this. Like this has probably been around for years, and I'm just now like, because like I said, I thought it was just attachments to things, and people made their guns look cool or whatever. Like that stupid dragon face on that damn,
I actually thought that was kind of cool.
No, it was. I'm just, whatever.
Could you imagine showing up at the range with that one?
I know. They're like,
people would be like,
what's going on?
We'll go burn this place to the ground.
We're Red Dragon.
Oh, is that anything like a water dog?
Yeah. The water dogs. I'm not going to talk shit about any biker gangs. Not that they'll see it, but there'll probably be an off chance that they see it. And I mean, like, I heard you talking shit about the water dogs on your little stupid show.
Like, I'm not from Texas. I'm not from Pennsylvania.
Uh-oh.
We just pretend. Go ahead. Find me in the middle of nowhere.
It was funny because when my dad was telling me about it, and then he's like, do you remember what happened in Waco? And I think it was, I can't remember. I think the Banditos were a part of that one too. But in Waco, Texas, this was like, oh my God. It had to have been 5 years ago or probably more. But it was at a Twin Peaks. And they had a shootout in the Twin Peaks. Yeah.
Yeah. I never
But
heard
luckily,
about this.
I think some people got injured. No one got killed except for like maybe a biker. And I think the cops took him down. But yeah, it was a big old to do. It was a real brouhaha in the freaking Twin Peaks.
No. Well, I don't think nationally Waco will ever get a bigger story than what happened in 93.
Yeah, yeah, they already, yeah.
Anything else like that, we're like, yeah, that's small potatoes.
Yeah, that was nothing. And I've been kind of following a couple of things. I thought it was interesting that the Oklahoma City bombing deal with Timothy McVeigh
Yeah.
and how it's coming out like maybe this was, it wasn't a radical thing. Like this was already
The
planned.
Clintons?
Oh, shh. Joey T didn't kill himself, by the way. You said the magic word.
I never mind. No, I won't do it.
But I haven't really gone too far into it, but I found it interesting that is a new thing that's been coming out, because they're like, this guy was like a decorated war hero and stuff, and how everything was set up. One guy couldn't pull this off. Really, one guy couldn't have pulled this whole thing off.
Absolutely not. But oh yeah, and they're showing up. Man, I wish I was ready for this one. They're showing a picture of a guy that is alive and well today that looks exactly like Timothy McVeigh.
Yeah.
All these years later.
Well, he got executed pretty freaking fast. Like it was, wasn't it?
I feel like it was drawn out for a few months. It wasn't that quickly, but
a few months. That's still quick. Usually it takes years.
Really?
Takes years.
I don't know. I don't pay attention.
Oh, okay. I don't give a shit about that.
Look, now I gotta look. All right, I'm gonna look this up. But there were people that watched it. There were people, they have to have their, I don't know what the correct title is, but the people that have to observe the lethal injection as witnesses. And people were saying that some of the witnesses came out and said it looked like he was still breathing as they wheeled him away. So it was all like, I don't know, man. I think at this point, I just find everything's just theater. It's all insanity.
Oh, I agree 100%. That's all we're seeing. There's a bunch of theatrics, and we're about to get a bunch of theatrics, and the election's coming up. So,
I'm not even looking forward to that. Like,
I am.
I don't know, man. I'm starting to get as much as I love this stuff. At the same time, like I'm over some of this stuff too.
Well, you got me. I pay attention to it, so don't worry about it. But I got your back.
You'll suck me in. Be like, dude, did you see?
You're like, God damn it, Poe.
Like, no, I want to move on. Timothy McVeigh. How about this? Timothy McVeigh now.
We're gonna pay attention to all of it. Oh my God. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. I really am. I want to see what's coming out. I'm already paying attention to some of it. Of course, Donald Trump calling DeSantis the sanctimonious.
I didn't hear that.
Yes. I
thought they were boys.
No, they're not.
Okay.
No, they've been trading jabs for the last couple of weeks. So yeah, they're not boys. They're not.
No. Okay.
And you got some people who are like, I want DeSantis, and some of the stuff that he's done. Yeah. He kept Florida open and everything, but like I said before, that was kind of a roll of the dice, dude. You didn't know what was going to happen. Like, it's like you could have been totally wrong, and Florida would have been just a mass freaking death, like an ocean of death from COVID. And it was like, wow. But they looked at what was being put out for the vaccine, so they're like, if you want to get it, cool. If not, that's fine. And that's how it should have been, really.
Exactly.
That's how it should have been.
Yeah. Let me get jabbed up for something with a 99.7 survival rate. I can't believe we're still talking, dude. After all these years, I still can't believe we're talking about this stuff. Not we, like me and you, but just like the world.
It doesn't feel like years to me. It feels like it was yesterday, and now everybody wants us to forget about it. Right. And it's like, I'm not going to forget about it, because I was on the opposite end of it. You know what I mean? Like, I was on the end of it where I was looked upon as a piece of shit that was selfish, that didn't get an experimental drug. I'm sorry. That's what it was. Gene therapy.
Yep.
That's what it was. And now, if you look at it, you see all these people having problems, entertainers, musicians, health wise, like they have to cancel their tour because of health complications. You know what I mean? Like there's all this stuff,
Dude, how
but
about
not
that?
not one politician. Anybody?
They're all good.
Anybody out there? Tell me a politician that has fallen over, died suddenly, or is in bad health, other than Joe Biden. But I mean, that's
he's just an old man now.
Yeah,
dementia patient. Well, you're not going to have health complications from a saline solution. Here's some salt water in your vein.
Oh, dude, here we go.
or it'll have that retractable needle. I saw one video, and now this is when the shot first started. I saw one video, like they never took like the little orange plastic protective thing off the end of it, and like they showed a video with the nurse or doctor going in on some politician, and it was still on there, but then they put their hand up to cover the arm, but then they took their hand away as they pulled the hand with the needle away.
Yeah,
and the plastic end was still on the needle. Like, oh yes, right there you go.
Nice sleight of hand, David Copperfield. Stupid. Oh, Morgan on Rumble. He said Jamie Foxx got jabbed. Yeah, the whole Jamie Foxx thing. Like at first, it said he had complications and he was rushed to the hospital. Then they said it was just something else. They weren't saying vaccine or anything. And then Mike Tyson was on a podcast and he let it slip that he's like, he had a stroke. He had a stroke. And they're like, oh shit, So then people start associating getting the jab with that. And then his daughter comes out saying he's been home for weeks. He's outside playing pickleball. And then all of a sudden this other story comes out where he's paralyzed, he's blind, and I mean half paralyzed and blind. And then another report came out and he's like, it sounded so much like a pharmaceutical rep reading like, oh, well, misinformation and da-da-da. Like, it didn't sound like Jamie Foxx put this statement out whatsoever. No. It sounded like someone from Pfizer typed it up and said, here, Jamie Foxx can't read this off and tell people. I don't know why they still have a hold on that. Like, let it go. You screwed up. Admit your screw up. You killed a lot of people. Let's get it right. Let's the way to correct this mistake is to admit it was a mistake in the first place. That's how I see it anyway.
They won't because but I don't think it was a mistake on their part. I think it was all part of a plan. So
it's all part of the plan. Yeah, it was.
Reduce the population. Like, go F yourself. I don't know. For the amount of, if the numbers are correct, as far as how many jabs were administered, the amount of time they would have needed to make all of these shots, they would have had to start like a decade before they could start giving them out. And they're like, oh my God, we gave out 10 billion jabs. We're saving the world. But there wasn't enough time to produce. Like, you would have to produce a vaccine, like 100 vaccines or 1,000 vaccines, whatever. I didn't know we were going to go here, like, per second.
Oh, it goes anywhere. This show goes anywhere.
Yeah, right.
We touch on everything.
I should just be taking notes all week long. Like, all right, just be ready. Be
very
ready for whatever shit hits the fan.
Well, and like you said, it's been talked to death. But you know what? I don't want to stop talking about it, because when we stop talking about it, people are going to start forgetting about it, and we don't never ever forget of what they put us through.
No, and people
never forget that stupid Stephen Colbert had dancing needles on stage. Get the vaccine and all this, and yay, we're all happy. And now look, where is this? Yeah. Why his ratings are in the toilet. So is Jimmy Fallon and all these James Corden. That bag of idiot is fired. Thank God. I never understood his appeal in the first place. But
no, do you? All right. So now, if Jacket Audio started as a pop culture entertainment type show, and then not like to keep up with anything that's trendy, but what Tony Mac and I enjoy. That's what we talk about.
Yeah.
you started doing shows, and it was a lot of movie based themes and entertainment. Do you find yourself watching or caring as much about the entertainment as you used to?
No.
Me neither.
No, I don't care anymore because like I said, I pay attention probably way too much, but I with celebrity, I was a big movie buff and all this, but to see what happened was equivalent to a witch hunt. That's what it turned into.
Mhm.
Celebrities were saying, "Screw your freedom." Arnold Schwarzenegger, by the
Yeah.
way, I'm not going to watch your stupid Netflix thing. I don't care how much you apologize. You said, "Screw my freedom."
Yep.
Gene Simmons, he said the same thing. Howard Stern said the same thing. All these people that had some sort of influence. I'm sorry, man. I'm getting hot
No,
right now. Like just
no.
thinking about it. It's they had a stage, they had a platform, they were getting paid. They were getting paid by Pfizer. They were getting
Yeah.
paid by Moderna. And they're gonna sit there in their little ivory tower and tell me I'm a piece of crap because I'm not gonna get a shot that it's my body. I put in what I want. I know
Yeah.
vaping's bad. I vape, I drink coffee, I use sweetener. I know the side effects.
Stop with the
That's the
sweetener.
problem.
Stop with the sweetener.
There was no side effect. You did not say any side effects. There was people allergic to it.
Yeah.
And to treat people that are good, hardworking people like pieces of crap because they didn't want to take your stupid shot day in, day out, CNN, everybody making us seem and even getting to you because you're like, maybe I am a piece of shit. Maybe I should have got it. Maybe I am a bad person. And you weren't. You weren't a bad person. You still paid taxes. You still went out there and worked. Oh my God, dude. Yeah, screw all the celebrities. I'm just done with them. I'm done with all of them.
I'm with you 100%, man. Like I don't care like I used to.
Yeah, I
hear.
used to care. Yeah, I was like, oh, the new movie with so and so, and now it's like, screw you. You called me a piece of crap a year ago. 2 years ago, you were saying I was a demon. And now you want me to go see your movie or watch your Netflix thing? Screw you.
Yeah, F off, dude. 100%.
That's how I
I'm
feel.
with you. Yeah, dude. I'm the same way, man.
God.
I don't. Yeah, I'm more the music guy than more the movies and TV. But even that, I'm like, I don't care. I was talking to a friend of mine about it. He's like, "Oh, did you see this show? Did you see that show?" I'm like, "No." I'm like, "What? I don't sit down and watch all this crap anymore."
Yeah.
Like, well, what do you do? I'm like, I don't know, man. I'll open up a book. I'll listen to a podcast. Like maybe I'll watch sports for a little bit, but even them, like some of the things are starting to drive me nuts. When they started with all their political activism during the COVID era, with whether it was medicinal or social politico nonsense, I'm like, yeah, I'm not really in the mood to get preached to during my sports games.
Yeah, dude, it hurt numbers in sports. They kept putting it on there. Yeah, like NBA players and football players.
Dude, when baseball started, I'm like, I put the game on and they started with the COVID stuff, and I shut the TV off. My kids are like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "Not watching this." And they were like, "Well, what do you mean?" I'm like, "I don't want to listen to it." I'm like, "You know what? How about this?" I'm like, "I'll put the game back on, but we're gonna watch without sound, and like the game will be on. We can sit here and talk." I'm like, "I'm not doing it. Like, I'm not getting preached to by the TV. I'm not getting preached to by your movies with your agendas." I'm like,
you go make your money and shut up. Get out of my way. You go make your money and shut up. Dance, monkey. You signed up for it. You wanted to be in entertainment, so dance and shut up. And that's what they should do. Play your sport. Do your movies. Entertain. Entertainment is to take us away from all the BS. Don't come in and start doing your stuff. Have your dancing needles on stage and, just shut up and leave me alone,
That was the worst. That Colbert thing. And I was never a big fan of his, but I sat there. And I didn't watch the show. I saw it on Twitter. I'm like, what am I watching? Who's sitting here going, yeah, this is great entertainment. Yes.
It's surprisingly A lot of people. Surprisingly, a lot of people.
Oh.
See, Stephen Colbert used to be funny when he had his own show on Comedy Central, The Colbert Report. I saw some
Yeah,
of
that was
those.
pretty
And he made me laugh. And then all of a sudden, he got into this whole thing, you know, with the late night, and which I don't know why they chose him. You know,
No, that seemed like a terrible choice from the beginning.
yeah, it was. They
I
should have
heard-
had a stand-up comedian take that spot.
I had heard originally Norm Macdonald was supposed to be in contention. No, I'm serious because Letterman,
Dude,
it was him. Like Letterman was a big fan of Norm's, and he was. I had heard that he was pushing for that to have him do it. And
They
when
wouldn't
they
let-
announced Colbert, I'm like, ugh.
No, they
Really?
didn't want Norm Macdonald because of that whole thing on The View when he's saying,
Oh,
"Hey,
that was
hey,
great.
Clinton killed a guy." Yeah, and The View's
Yeah.
like, "You don't know that." Hold on, let's pull it. Yeah,
Dude.
Bill Clinton, he had a guy killed.
He was the best.
He was, dude. He was awesome.
I know so many people. When he was on Saturday Night Live and doing the Weekend Update, like that was the heyday for me for watching Saturday Night Live. And I
dude.
know so many people are like, "Oh, I can't stand Norm Macdonald." I'm like, "How? How can you not like him?" I'm like, "He's so good." Dirty Work was one of the greatest movies ever with him and Artie Lang.
Oh,
And,
yeah.
I forget what was the dad's name. See his face. He was in a billion things.
We're gonna see the wonderment that was 1990 whatever TV. I mean, golly, dude, watching this, I'm like, I'm so spoiled by HD.
Yeah.
It's so stupid.
And all
Let's
these
see.
old
Oh,
biddies
shit.
are like, "Oh my God, you
Oh,
can't say that."
Oh God, I've never liked The View, even with what's her face. I can't even remember.
Ba 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 ba.
Yeah, there you go, Barbara Walters. Oh, God, HD video, dude, is insane.
Try these words out. Droll, sarcastic, controversial, hilarious. Well, those are some of the words that are used to describe Norm Macdonald's character on his sitcom Norm. But as you will see in this
Oh, I forgot he had a
people may
sitcom.
think twice
It's a
before
good
they
show.
Hold on, let me go and let's see. I think it's right around here.
Well, I hope that the Democrats don't steal the election from the winner, you know, but who knows?
You like George Bush, don't you?
I love George Bush, man. He's a good man, decent, you know, none of this. And he's, you know, he's not a liar or crook murderer or anything like that. So it'd be good to get the. See, I think we should get the homicide out of the White House and get like a fresh start because we don't want any more murderers.
I think we should just go on to the next question.
Murderers.
Yeah.
Oh, Clinton.
You know, we're not allowed. You know, no accusations with that.
That's
I love
okay.
it.
That's the way it does
Let's
work.
just go on.
Clinton murdered a guy. Look at them. They're like, oh my God, we stepped in it.
Horrified.
That was
Just,
great.
His delivery is so good. You know, we don't need a murderer in there.
Oh man, it was
So-
great. I love it. Let's see. Oh, let's see. Morgan said on Rumble they chose him because he fell in line and did what he was. Yeah, exactly. Talking about Colbert. Yeah,
Yeah.
most definitely, dude. Most definitely. But yeah, he had the cojones to go online. He didn't do that. I mean, that's just.
It's major guts to do that one. Holy smokes.
Hell yeah. Yeah, call him out because now all this stuff is coming. Did you share it, Joey? Who shared? Did you share something on Twitter? You tagged politics in it, I think.
With
No one has 56 friends that commit suicide.
it was either me or Cody. I
It
forget.
could have been Cody.
I've seen that a bunch of times.
I was like, oh,
Yeah.
damn.
I don't care who you are.
Yeah.
No one knows.
Yeah,
anyone
56
who
people that
has
killed
56
themselves.
Yeah. It's true. It's so true. There's so
It
many
is.
people connected, man.
Oh, my God.
Whether it was their employees or their security team, they're just surrounded by these people with mental
Yeah.
illness that just end their lives.
Yeah, all of a sudden. Yeah, it's crazy.
There's another one that goes around. It shows like Hillary with her crazy eyes, like yelling at somebody, and it says like something to the effect of like, "You mess with me, I'll kill yourself."
I'll kill yourself. Oh, what was that? A meme or something?
Yeah, dude.
Oh my god.
They're so shady, so shady. But they, I don't know, man. Like I feel even they're still connected. Like you talk about George Bush or the Bushes and the Clintons and whatnot, but they're still connected. Like,
Yeah.
drugs. There was a lot of drug running during George father, George Herbert running the show. There's a lot of drugs running through Arkansas at the time. And who was the governor of Arkansas at the
I
time?
believe that was. I think it was me, Bill Clinton. I was governor. Let them
so they're
drugs
all,
run, boy.
I know I've said it on here a bunch of times, but left, right, it doesn't matter. There's one controlling group on it, but I think they're the Bushes, the Clintons, and even the Obamas. They're all, and now Biden by extension, even though he's he's a puddlehead.
Yeah, puddlehead president.
Yeah.
You know,
there's
Joe
no
Biden
brains in there,
reminds
just
me.
Bush.
Did you ever see the Scary Movies, the later ones, like Scary Movie 4, when Leslie Nielsen was
No.
the president? That's Joe Biden right there, dude.
Yeah, no, I think I only saw the first two of them.
Oh no,
I definitely saw the first one.
Look up a clip and watch Leslie Nielsen as the president, and it's hilarious. And I'm like, that's Joe Biden right there.
Oh, okay. Check it out.
But
yeah, it got to the point as those movies went on, I wasn't watching as much movies, only because my kids were little, so it wasn't like I couldn't watch them and get the references. Like those scary movies, they were great, but yeah, I wouldn't know what they were parodying.
Oh,
so I'm like, I just stopped watching. I'm like, well, I'm not going to get the joke.
Oh man,
but I had the free time to watch all that stuff, and now I don't watch the stuff because of people preaching. Take your message and shove it up your ass.
There you
Give
go.
me podcasts like the Brew Crew. Give me the ne'er-do-wells.
Jacket Audio, all the cool stuff,
yeah,
man.
Like,
plug your stuff. Speaking of plugs, it's come to that time, folks.
right.
We're gonna go ahead and plug things. Of course, last night I was on Father Mahoney's House of Horrors. Check it out. I joined him. We talked about Nightmare on Elm Street, one of my favorite horror movies from 1984, not the remake. Backwoods Horror had a good show. They talked about The Thing. I guess the trilogy. I guess you'd call it a trilogy because one of them's a remake, and then the 1950 version, and of course, John Carpenter's version. They had Johnny Gore on there, so that was a good episode. That was, I believe, last weekend on Sunday. Go check out their channel on YouTube and on Rumble. They got one on Rumble as well. Grandpa's Playlist. Check it out on Spotify. And also, he's on B Movie TV. He's everywhere. He's everywhere. Yeah. Check him out. Actually, he sent me a clip of what he's going through right now. Should I don't know. Is it in poor taste? I mean, he's feeling pretty bad. So, I mean, I want to. We're gonna. Yeah, he did. He sent out what he was going through, and I think I had the video clip here. Hold on real quick. So. Oh man, Grandpa!
Oh, he shaved. Look, he shaved too.
He did. He shaved for this clip. That's for you, Paulie. That's for you. But
poor Paul. I'll have to hit him up. I feel bad that I said in the begining of the show.
You should.
That I totally lost. You're a terrible friend.
You're a terrible friend, Joey. Of course, go to our Rumble channel. I prefer YouTube because YouTube sucks. But yeah, help us grow on there. If you're not on Rumble, go check it out. They got everything on there, and near do wells. Go check us out, our channel. We're gonna live stream there. I had a couple of problems before, but now I think I got it under control. What I need to do to go live. It's a pain in my butt, but I'm willing to do it. So,
I forgot to send you.
What's up?
It's totally off subject. I forgot to send you. I randomly I'll do crossword puzzles from the newspaper, and there was a clue was losers, and the answer was ne'er do well. I'm like, I got to send that, and I even I highlighted it because I finished the puzzle, highlighted it like the answer and the clue so that when I could send it to you.
Yeah,
you'd know why I was sending it to you, and I did that, and then I had to do something, so I just folded up I was on my break at work, folded up the newspaper, put it on the dashboard, and then my partner was like, "You done with this?" I'm like, "Yeah, you can throw that out." And we were cleaning up at the end of the day, and he threw it out. And I'm like, shit! I got to say, I didn't.
Damn it!
Should have just done it. Like, takes 2 seconds to do, but I'm like,
yeah, you could have
ne'er
just
do wells.
taken a picture. No. But I'm glad we could
I
help
know,
you
I
out with
suck.
the crossword puzzle.
I'm like, oh my god, wait, Poe doesn't fit. Tyree doesn't fit. Shit, what are they losers?
Near do well.
Oh, there we go.
Oh my god. Well, this has been a fun show. Joey, you got anything to plug? Jacket Audio coming up? Mind Jacked? Anything?
Mind Jacked is currently on hiatus.
Okay.
We're still in limbo on this one. Jacket Audio, hopefully soon. I was texting with T-Mac this morning before we started recording. Got to figure out when we can get together. And now if there's a delay in any episodes, it's going to be my fault because I've got some vacations coming up. You know, it's warm out. I want to be outside and away from work. So you can check me at various Jersey Shore points for the next couple of months.
Well, that's cool, man. Yeah. Keep us posted, man. And of course, catch Joey here on the Brew Crew. It is now the Brew Crew. Thanks to him, I chose that name. Hopefully Grandpa's feeling better next week. So we'll be right back here on a good old Sunday morning. Just talk about anything and everything and, have some fun. And hopefully y'all had fun watching us. So I guess we'll see everybody next Sunday. Thanks,
Paulie,
for
we
watching.
missed you.
We missed you, Paulie.